Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. 6th play of the drive coming up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. Nice move to keep running. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's out past the 35. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Off-play action on first down. He's going to fire deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete to the left. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Messer. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Owls! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Still on his feet. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the...
Sprinting away. Quick step and go. Touchdown, FIU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Oh, it's a reverse. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Flying this way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You have got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, their job containing this QB.
On to attempt the try. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down.
Breaks into the open on the left. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now, just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll try the run. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run.
Open field on the right. Pins up, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Florida International. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia Southern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no moss. Get it together.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Skips away from pressure. The short hands, it's Perry. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. FIU set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing
wide open spaces. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown Owls. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards. So great productive day for this running back. Create a lot of balance on this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Base 27 jump.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on first down from the 40. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Number 5 takes it back to the score.
That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Second down coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes a man miss. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Owls just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. After the run, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Going for 6. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Will send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dances away to buy time. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's caught. It's Messer. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great.
Trying to get behind the defense. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Now they'll run the draw. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. Man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick, turning it on. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 21 over Colorado. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. On the move to his left. Looking for a big gain. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough. And you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Off the play fake. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Panthers are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Past the first down marker and still running. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a
snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. It's a draw. Nice move to pick. Oh, another great move. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. The snap sets up to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got room to work. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it. It's Diaz. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Owls. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
59, Florida International, 52.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He'll pull it down. Oh, what a cut! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. And that time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets away from one. He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first down. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Florida International. They move on top here in the 4th.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 40. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida International.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. They strike first in overtime.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And it's up and no good.
That keeps the score. Florida International 72. Florida Atlantic 66.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
42 slider.
Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Got it in the end zone for the tie, and they can win it with the extra point.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now the extra point try to win the game. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.